Hello everybody! By the time this video is live, it's probably Easter. You know what that means. Welcome back to Matt's Kitchen, everyone, where we're going to be doing an Easter special. Today, we're going to be making my very own, very definitely original signature recipe for guacamole. Now you might be wondering, why guacamole on Easter?
I want guacamole.
He wants guacamole, so I'm making guacamole. My dog also wants guacamole, but she can't have it because it's got some ingredients in there that dogs probably shouldn't have. So, this is my little guacamole sheet that was written down with little instructions on the back. Feel free to take a gander at that if you so wish, but I'm just going to do a simple tutorial. I'm also making double the recipe. So, do with that as you will. Either cut this recipe in half or do this whole recipe and have a bunch of guacamole. I'm hoping to fill this at least halfway. So, for the normal recipe, we're going to be starting with 2 ripe avocados. I am doubling it, so of course we will be using 4 avocados. Anyway, it's pretty easy how to cut these, if I remember how to do so correctly. Peel avocado and remove the core. And of course, we're just going to throw it in this bowl right after. So, I'm sorry, little one. Or should I use this one? I think we're going to try the small one first. We're just going to get a test. It's been a while. Now, avocados have a really big pit. Now, and that pretty much is, you're not going to be able to cut all the way through. Ooh, that's pretty clean. All right, we're going to use this one. Thank you to sibling Matt's Kitchen. Just going to cut right down until we hit the pit and go all the way across. All the way across that pit, watching our fingers the whole time, of course, because safety is priority. And it should just be able to... So it's going to split pretty easy after that. You're just going to grab a spoon, dig that pit out. Dig the pit out. Damn, that is a big pit. My golly goodness. The avocado goes in there, in the pit. I don't know, either the trash, recycling, or if you want to grow your own avocado, like small avocado tree. I'm sure there are tutorials online how to do that, but we don't do that. So I'm just going to put this on the side for now. Scoop the avocado all the way against that thick skin and dump it in our bowl. Bam, just a shell. Bam, avocado. We'll be back in a minute, folks. We've got our avocados here. Make sure you get avocados that are slightly, just have the tiniest little bit of squish. You don't want the ones that are still green. I know they look super fresh. They are very difficult to peel, and they are very much not, they're a lot more difficult to work with. So, just a heads up, slight squish. Those are the perfect ones to use for this. So, next step, you got all your avocados. No skin, no eyes. Hold on, I think I see an eye in there. Yeah, none of those little eyes. You don't want those things in there. That's not it's not what you want. So, we're just going to take this and we just mash. We're just gonna do this the best we can. Dang! And after you, of course, you've got your mashed avocado, you're gonna want to throw some extra stuff in there. So, the normal recipe says a quarter of an onion. I'm gonna up that up to half because I'm doubling. And of course, 1 to 2 tomatoes. Which I've got 3 here. I'm only going to use 2 of these because that's a lot of tomato, and we don't want to overpower that. Finally, of course, we will be dicing up a jalapeno or two just to give a little extra kick. Personally, I like to only add the seeds, but for the fun of it, we're going to do 2 of the smaller jalapenos in this pack, and of course a small bunch of cilantro. Probably not this whole case. I'm just going to say maybe a third of it, if not almost half. I'm going to go double check that real quick, but we're just going to start chopping. Now, it's important to eyeball a little bit what you want. Right here in front of me, this is a half of 1 tomato. And you want to finely dice it here. I'll bring you all a little closer. You want to finely dice that. Get them nice and small, little small bits and pieces, you know. And we're going to take our mashed stuff and we'll just dump this right on it. Oh, and a quick little update. Out of those 2 tomatoes I had, I actually only used 1.5 of them. And that got me a pretty good amount. It's looking pretty good all mixed in there. But now it's time to dice up this onion. We're only using half the onion. Alright, so I'm not crying. You guys are crying. But I'm just about done cutting the rest of these onions up. The onions you want to be cut super fine. Sorry if I'm making the camera shake. I'm trying to get these done as quickly as possible so I stop crying. And we can move on to cilantro.
Cry baby, cry baby.
Shut up! Onions are in, mixed in, it's looking pretty good. Next we want a bunch of cilantro. Not a bunch, but like a bunch. This is doubled, of course. So we have honestly, this might be a little too much, but we balance it out with some lime and some salt later. So I'm not too worried. I definitely don't do as much as this if you're only doing this smaller batch, but you know. But cilantro, kind of like the onions, we're just gonna chop this all up into nice fine pieces. Oh, you can already smell it. It smells great. I love the smell of cilantro. Let's add that and mix it. All right, and mixing. The jalapeno, which I was told to wear gloves so that way we don't rub our eyes. Also, don't rub your eyes. Jalapeno's hot. Burn your eyes? Not fun. It's like onions, but like
Worse.
Volcano status. Because jalapenos are hot. Anywho, I believe, yes, this will be the last thing I add before the little squirts of lime to help balance that cilantro and a pinch of salt. Just a pinch. You really want to be careful with your salt count. Jalapenos. Spicy hot. Of course, we don't want the stems, so we're just going to cut that right out. Throw these bits away. Don't need that. Now, you thought I was gonna do it. I'm so silly. All right, jalapenos. I don't think there's a specific way to cut them. So, now those seeds, we're gonna get rid of a bunch of them because some people, talking to these guys, don't want the spice because they're wusses. Add them all. Oh, I might just have to do that now. Anyway, we're just going to dice these into fine pieces. Kind of like what we did with the tomato. And we'll add that. We've added the jalapenos. The seeds definitely help give them that kick. I've already tested this. The other thing it's missing, lime juice. So we're just going to add, I don't know how much, so we're just going to add a couple good drops, maybe a teaspoon's worth. about probably a little less to be safe, and then, you know, add in as you see fit, as you need. And of course, I added just a slight pinch of salt. I'm not doing much more than that because artery reasons. I don't know. I don't remember what salt does. As for the recipe, this is the doubled amount. So this fits a pretty good sized Tupperware bowl. But I think it's time for the final test. Where's the chip bag? Thank you. Making me fight for the chip bag, my goodness. Come here, dog. You want some? Alright. This is my review of my own dip. Which I definitely stole off the internet. You want to try a little? Here you go, dog. I'm just kidding. She can't have onion or jalapeno. That's probably bad. But, yeah. Overall, I think I mashed the avocado a little too much. I like it with a little bit of chunks here and there. And you can have a chip, though, dog. Quit crying. But, yeah, that's my guacamole recipe. Happy Easter, everybody. I don't know. Subscribe or something.